Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aziha Natasha binti Mat Taha. My ID number is 2025246984. I am from BA273-1B.
My name is Nur Sarima. My ID number is 2025428252 and from the class 1B, Human Resource Management.
My name is Nur Anishada binti Muhammad Shukri. My ID is 2025421796 and my class is MBA 273-1B.
My name is Nur Jahana Bila binti Mafuzi. My ID number is 20254-83754 from BA 273-1B. I will start the introduction for this report. In this report, it will focus on financial accounting and reporting based on a selected company. Basically, financial accounting is important because it will help a business to record, summarize, and report all the financial activities in a proper way. Accounting information is useful not only for the business owner, but also for the management and the other parties that involved in the organization. Through accounting, business can prepare important financial statements such as the income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. There are three common types of business organization, which is sole proprietorship, partnership, and limited company. Each type has different characteristics, especially in terms of ownership, management, and accounting methods. So, financial accounting and reporting are very important because they will help the business to make a better decision by keeping the record organized and reduce financial problems such as cash flow issue and debt. Next, I will talk about the background of the business, which is Roughbuy.co. Roughbuy.co is a home-based business that founded by Nahdlatul Shazwani binti Muhammad Shafi'i. The owner has a very strong interest in cooking and baking and also has a passion for entrepreneurship. At the beginning, the business started small by accepting a limited numbers of orders from home. Then, after receiving a positive feedback from customers, the owner decided to expand the business by selling the product online. The online business mainly focused on dessert and cookies and used online platforms such as TikTok, WhatsApp, and Instagram to promote and sell the product. As the business continued to grow, the owner started operating a small tent business by selling directly to the customer. The idea of selling directly to customer was inspired by the owner's husband who ran a bundle clothing business. This experience gave the owner confidence to officially register the business as a sole proprietorship. Rahmat.co is located in Bukit Dambi, Johor. The location attracts more customers from different age groups and the business usually gets more visitors, especially during the weekend. After the tent business became more successful, the owner expanded the menu by offering Western food along the dessert and cookies. Instead of opening a normal shop, Roughbuy.co used an open tent concept which created a cozy and relaxing atmosphere, especially at night. This also helped the business to stand more compared to other business nearby. And now, Roughbuy.co plan to improve the business by operating more professionally while maintaining the quality of their homemade food.
Next, I will explain about the characteristic of the business. First and foremost, I will present about the business registration, capital, and ownership. The chosen business is owned by one person, which under the name Nahdlatul Shazwani binti Muhammad Shafi'i. The Roughbuy & Co. was registered with the Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia (SSM) on July 9, 2025. This governing body gives a legal structure for the registration and regulation of businesses that operates in Malaysia. Therefore, during the interview with Mrs. Shazwani had the opportunity to share a story about how she ran the business. Before the business was being registered, she mentioned that she collected the capital of the business by her own savings. This contribution of money ends after 2 years of dedication and careful planning from the owner to have a strong vision to take this kind of risk. Furthermore, I will continue with the business management of control and liability. As she runs the business on her own, it shows that she has to manage all of the transactions that happen within the operation. This covers some transaction of money to buy the needed tools and raw materials to run the business. As the business is fully contributed by the owner's own money, the business does not have a loan with the bank. As a result, the business can avoid the risk of bankruptcy if the business fails to recover the cost of operations. All of the assets related to her business are well managed by Mrs. Shazwani while facing unlimited liabilities such as debts and legal obligations. In addition, I will talk about the business books of accounts. This part covers the fundamental record of all the financial transactions that happen within the business, but it was not necessarily for sole proprietorship business as there is no legal obligation for them to have a book account. For Rag Bites and Co., Mrs. Azwani intended to record her business operations to know how well the business operates. It is specifically started with daily records with journal. This is where Mrs. Shazwani records her daily sales and expenses. As today's all have an aid for the technology, Mrs. Shazwani using an app called Loiver's Post that helps her to generate sales, inventory tracking, and many more.
Moving on to my part is a classification of business item. This part can be categorized into 6 different items, which is asset, liabilities, drawings, capitals, revenues, and expenses. We would like to explain about the capital first. Capital can be defined as the financial assets or resources that company use to start their operations and daily tasks. It commonly used by the businesses either to meet upcoming expenses or investing in new assets. For our company, Roughbite chose their capital, which funding from the owner himself. Our company, Roughbite, starts their operation with a capital from the owner, Mrs. Shazwani, that she saved around 5,000 for 2 to 3 years. For the next point is the liabilities. Liabilities is the business's financial obligation or debt that categorized as the current liabilities which are due less than 1 year. For example, is account payable, and the next is the non-current liabilities which due over 1 year, such as mortgage and long-term loans. We don't have any business liabilities because she doesn't make any loans from the banks or any other financial institution. It is due to her own initiative to start their business with her own savings. For the next point is asset. Assets can be categorized as the current asset and non-current asset. For our company, the businesses happen in a small store at the parking spaces which she rented with the owner of the shop lot. The company assets consist of a tent and 2 long tables for her to display the product, and she also had an employee to help monitor the store when the owners was away. On the other hand, they also have an oven and 2 industrial mixers. For our company, were purchased by the owner's own savings money. For the oven was about 800 ringgit, while the mixers are worth of 700 ringgit per each, as she explained.
Next, we go through accounting process. The accounting process is systematic method used to record, organize, and manage financial information in a business. It helps ensure that every financial transaction is properly documented and reported. This process begins with identifying business transactions and continues through recording, classifying, summarizing, and finally preparing financial statement. Accurate accounting allows business owner and management to make informed decisions, evaluate performance, and plan for future growth. In this business, the accounting process is supported by a POS application which help automate many tasks and reduce manual errors. The first step in the accounting process is transaction. Transaction is include any business activity that affect the financial position of the company, such as sales, purchases, and expenses. Its transaction is usually backed by source document like invoice, receipt, or bill, which serve as proof of the transaction. In this business, sales transactions are recorded automatically using the Loivers POS application. The app captures important details such as the date, time, amount, and type of transaction. This reduces the need for manual entries and ensures that all transactions are accurately recorded in real time. Next, we go to third process, which is ledger. A ledger is used to classify and summarize transactions into specific accounts such as sales, cash, and expenses. This allows management to see the overall financial activity of the business and analyze performance over time. The Loivers POS application helps by automatically organizing transaction data into categories like total sales, net sales, and cash received. This makes it easier for the business owner to monitor financial activity and prepare report efficiently. The next step is journal. A journal is a detailed chronological record of all financial transactions. It includes information such as transaction date, account affected, and amount debited or credited. The journal is essential because it serves as the foundation for all further accounting records, including ledgers and financial statements. In this business, the Loivers POS application acts as electronic journal. All transactions are stored digitally, making it easier to track daily sales, cash inflow, and other financial movement without manually writing each entry. Next step is trial balance. A trial balance is prepared at the end of an accounting period to ensure that total debit equals total credit, which help detect error in recording transactions. It is an important step before preparing financial statement. While this business may not generate a formal trial balance manually, but the POS application provide daily and monthly summaries of sales and cash flow. This summaries help the business identify discrepancy early and reduce error in financial reporting. Lastly is financial statement. Financial statements are the final output of the accounting process and provide a summary of the business financial performance. They include the statement of profit or loss and other key reports. In this business, the Loivers POS application help prepare this statement by automatically calculating total sales, net sales, and daily profit. This not only save time but also ensure that financial statements are accurate and up to date. Using this app allow management to quickly receive performance, make informed decisions, and planning the business growth.
And lastly, for the strength and weaknesses, the strength of the accounting process is it is easier to manage and well organized. Then it have minimal financing obligations as the process is come from the apps itself. And lastly, it has a lower obligating expenses. For the next point is the weaknesses of the apps that used by the Rough Bytes company. The apps named Loivers POS currently have an issues for the synchronizations with the device. Therefore, the system and the device permission is no longer in a sync. Then, when the users want to use several functions, they must be the third party for the access. Therefore, some of them are raising a complaint to the owner. Then, the apps also have an issue with the inconsistency of cash outflow.
Lastly, I will conclude for the presentation. In conclusion, this report helps us to understand the basic concept of financial accounting and reporting and how they are applied in a real business. It shows how financial decision can affect a business financial position, performance, and cash flow. By applying a proper accounting practice and standards, business can maintain transparency and make a better decision. Overall, this assignment shows the importance of financial accounting and reporting in helping a business to achieve the financial stability and long-term sustainability.